God sends Ezra to restore God's people.
I can do anything through Christ who gives me strength. Philippians 4, verse 13. Ezra 3, verse 1 to 13, 7, verse 1 to 10, 9, verse 6, and 10, verse 17.
For many years, the Israelites did not live in Israel. When Nebuchadnezzar was king, he divided God's people, destroyed Jerusalem, and sent God's people to live in exile. God's people could no longer live in the promised land. They were divided throughout the many kingdoms of Babylon. But God still had a plan with his people, and he did not forget about them.
Soon there was a new ruler, King Cyrus, and he made public declaration that God's people could return to Jerusalem so that they could rebuild the temple. God's people were so excited, they started making plans to return to the promised land.
But building the temple was hard work. God's people had many enemies, and they all tried to prevent the temple from being rebuilt. But at last, the construction was finished, and the grand reopening was about to take place.
In those days, Ezra was a priest and a teacher of the law of God. Some of the Israelites who also came up to Jerusalem to celebrate the grand reopening of the temple included priests, Levites, singers, gatekeepers, and temple servants. Everyone was very excited.
Ezra gathered all the people who were to do service in the temple and said to them, "Come, let us fast to set ourselves apart in service to God. Humble yourselves before God and ask Him for a safe journey for us and our children, and everything we bring with us to His temple."
The leaders came to Ezra and gave him some bad news. They said, "The people of Israel, including the priests and the Levites, have not kept themselves separate from the people of Babylon. God's holy people are no longer set apart."
When Ezra heard this, he cried out and tore his clothes. The people had betrayed God. When it was time for the evening sacrifice, Ezra bowed down before the Lord and prayed, "My God, ek is te skaam en vernederd om my liefde op my face te U. U is 'n heilige en regverdige God, en ons is vuil gesmeer met skuld en sonde." Ezra stretched out his hands and said, "We were slawe in vreemde lande, but you have not forgotten about us."
While Ezra was praying and crying before God, a large crowd of mense, men, women and children gathered around him and saam met hom voor God uitgeroep.
Then Shekania said to Ezra, "Ons was ontrou teen ons God, deur die marrying vir Ezra terwyl ons in ander lande was. But in spite of this, there is still hope for Israel. Kom ons maak 'n verbond met God en stuur al die vreemdelinge en hulle kinders weg and their children. Laat dit gedoen word volgens God se wet, according to God's law. Staan op, Ezra, wees sterk, hou goeie moed, be strong, sal jou ondersteun. We will support you."
Ezra got up and made the leading priesters and Levites lay down an oath om volgens hierdie belofte aan God te leef. Ezra sent a message to all the people, al die mense toe gestuur en gesê, "People of Israel, you have been unfaithful to the Lord and added to our guilt. En julle is ook skuld. You will have 3 days to make a confession to the Lord and to separate yourselves from the foreign people among you. Send them away to their countries where they came from. Set you apart in service to the Lord."
The people responded, saying, "You are right. We will settle this matter before the Lord." Ezra selected men who were leaders in their families and commanded them to oversee that everything would take place exactly soos wat die mense promised beloof het.
Even though God's people had sinned, He helped Ezra to put things back to order. The temple was rebuilt, so God's people could gather before Him in worship. God saw that Ezra's heart was good and honest, and gave him strength to do the right thing.
Here we discover that God indeed sees our hearts. He knows every thought, every prayer, nothing is hidden to Him. Niks.
Memorize. We were slaves, but God did not abandon us. He gave us favor to rebuild the temple and as a wall of protection around us. Ezra 9 vers 9.